weeks later, send them a link and say, hey, I got your images ready. We do same-day sales in our studio. This is imagen-ai. How many, I asked about it earlier? Okay? This software has revolutionized photography, especially weddings. In our studio, I'm able to turn around a wedding. I shoot a wedding on Saturday. I go in on Monday. I download my images. I call them. I run them through imagen-ai. 1,000 images, 20 minutes, completely post-processed. I do a little 10, 15 minutes tweaks. I'm exporting out my vendor images. I'm exporting out my client images. I'm exporting out my album images. And I call my client and I say, hey, I know that I told you in the client prep guide that it takes 4 to 6 weeks to get your images back, but I love working with you so much. I went ahead and rushed your order, and I have everything ready when you get back from your honeymoon. Now I have exceeded expectations that I gave, and they are just blown away. Not to mention vendors. Holy cow, you shoot a wedding on Saturday, you send a complete gallery of vendor images on Monday, they're going to refer you because how many times do vendors not get images from a wedding photographer? For portrait sessions, we tell the client, hey, you know what? You'll go grab a cup of coffee, go grab some lunch real quick. I'm going to do a quick edit on these images. They come back in same day, we do ordering appointment. They still got their hair and makeup done. They still feel amazing. They're still in the mood. They don't have to take another day off work. They don't have to have bad days in between or unexpected car expenses in between. There's all these different reasons why you do not want to separate your shoot and your sale. Same day sales. I run a portrait session. When I did my photo walks, I had, how many of you guys were in my photo walks? Were any of you guys in my photo walks? I feel hurt. I feel hurt. Truly hurt.
Sold out.
It was sold out.
Sold out. Yes, that's right. It was sold out. No, but at my photo walk, we shot. And then when I got done, I said, all right, we got about 15 minutes left. How many of you guys want to see me do a full edit and process on this, ready to show a client for a sales appointment in 10 minutes? I ran 100 images from each of those sessions through imagen-ai in about 5 minutes, brought them back into Lightroom. I was like, and this is what we sell right here. So literally 5 minutes. Yes. And then once I have it called down, then I push it out to imagen-ai, AI that does all the calling, all the post-processing for me, and then I am ready to show my images. In our studio, nothing goes into Photoshop ever unless it's ordered in a printed product. That is pull through. Yes?
You say you send them over to Imagine. Do they know what you want, like color-wise?
Yeah, so basically the way it works, and if you guys want to learn more, you can stay after class and I'll show you a demo of how it works. But basically the way it works, if you use Lightroom, most of us do use Lightroom, you upload your catalog, you tell it which session you want to process, you tell it which style because they have multiple different profiles in there from different photographers that built profiles. If you're the type of photographer that has a very distinctive style of your own editing, that the reason why a lot of times people go, I don't outsource my editing because no one can do it like I do, right? The good thing about imagen-ai, if you have 10,000 images edited in a very similar style, you can upload those and the AI software will learn your style and now it is editing in your style, which is really cool. My style is just very clean, very simple, vibrant colors, good clean edits, neutral whites. So I just use one of the profiles that's in there because it's easy and I don't have to worry about training it. But I know a lot of photographers that have trained it. My wife is actually training one for boudoir because she shoots a whole lot more dark and moody than I do. So she's actually in the process of training a profile for boudoir for her. But I just use one of the talents that's already in there because there's some fantastic talents to be able to give you the edits. And then this process is simple. Like for a portrait session, 5 minutes, if that, 80 to 100 images. For a wedding, 1,000 images, 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm done. I bring it back in. I do a little bit of tweaking just to turn on black and white, do some creative edits on them, and then I am ready to just move on to the next job. And I'm done with weddings. So I am completely done with weddings by Monday afternoon, ready to move on to my next job because I don't want to work on a wedding for a week. Yes?
I just wanted to co-sign what you're saying. I use imagen-ai too, and it's legit. If you do create your own profile, they'll edit your photos better than you could.
Awesome. Absolutely. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. People ask me why I don't create my own profile because I'm not consistent. I am not consistent. I cannot edit a whole session and have my whites be consistent throughout the whole thing. It's a condition. I just can't do it. So they can do it. They can do it a whole lot faster than I can. They can do it a whole lot better than I can. And it's what, 4 cents an image? At the volume that I run through, it's like 4 cents an image. And the cool thing is there's no upfront cost, there's no cost for the software. If you scan that QR code, you get 1,500 free edits. And then if you build your own profile, you can just you try it out. 1,500 edits. When I first started, I got 1,500 edits, and I was like, all right, I got this bridal session. Let me run it up. Timeless color. Don't really it doesn't fit my style. Run it through again. This is California Dreaming. It doesn't really fit my style. Run it through again. I ran the same session through like 5 times until I found one that fit my style. And I was like, now that's the one I use every single time because it fits my style. And it cost me nothing to learn that. Yes?
So is it 1,500 images or just 1,500 times you run the image?
1,500 images. So every time you run, if there's 100 images in your set, every time you run it, that counts for 100 images. Yeah, yep. All right. So check them out because turnaround times these days, people have the attention span of a goldfish. I used to be a senior photographer, and I quit being a high school senior photographer because they have the attention span of a goldfish, and I thought it was just the millennials and the younger, whatever the generation is below millennial. I don't know. I'm old, but anyway, like they can't follow a conversation, and I'm like, how am I supposed to do it? My wedding clients can't follow a conversation, right? They're to say they have the same attention issues that my high school seniors had. So the longer they're waiting, the less amped they're getting for engagement, bridal, families. I run them all through here. And we do same-day edits on same-day sales on almost every session. The only time I don't do a same-day sale is if a client wants a sunset shoot and it's like June and sunset until 9 o'clock. I'm not bringing you back into an appointment at 10 o'clock. I'm going home. So I bring them in the next morning, like the very next morning, and do it. So, all right. So check them out. It's awesome software. Super easy to use. It's like literally upload, wait 5 minutes, download, and done. Like it's that simple. If I can do it, you guys can do it.